One of the difficult things as a hitting coach is to slow a player down in the batter's box that has a really high motor. And when we work in baseball, those high energy guys on defense and are electric in the dugout can be great for a team, but within the batter's box, they can be their own worst enemy. And what that ends up happening is you end up coaching them against their personality. So a guy that's a high motor, high energy guy tends to be that way in the batter's box too, and that can work against them in their approach to the plate. So the analogy that I had that worked in one of my lessons last night was I had a young player, and this guy was 11 years old, but this is definitely true to the high school player and even into college, and the analogy will work. He had a basketball background too. I said, when you're playing basketball, and he's a guard, and again, a high energy guy, diving all over the floor, he's trying to create things, make things happen as a point guard. I said, but when you're running up and down the court, and your motor is really, really going, and you're breathing hard, and all of a sudden you go to the foul line, how does things change? Your motor goes from a 9 when you're running up and down the floor, then all of a sudden you got to take that deep breath, compose yourself, and put yourself in that repetitive motion of a free throw that you've practiced a million times in practice when your heart rate was down. And I asked him to go through his routine for me. And he said he backed away before the referee gave him the ball, took a deep breath. He stepped up and caught the ball from the referee, took another deep breath, bounced it twice, deep breath, and shot the free throw. So you see, that routine at the free throw line allowed him to control his heart rate, to get his breathing slowed down, and put him back in that practice situation he'd been in 1,000 times. And that's a difficult thing to do from the game setting into a cage. We work in the cage all the time in a very controlled environment, and especially when you have players that you've been working with for a very long period of time, they're comfortable with you. So it's